Hello, Brew Buddies. Welcome to another episode. It is episode 8. As always, Damon Campbell. We got Griffin Blue and a special guest, our friend Trey Phillips.
Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
This is our
to be here.
Yeah. Our second episode with a guest. This is our third guest on the show. Our first one had 2 guests. So, you're in the beginner's crowd of guests on the show. The last guy seemed to like it, but
been fighting to get here, honestly.
Yeah, it's a big moment. It's
huge.
We're actually really happy. We're really happy he's on the show, and we hope that you guys enjoy having him on because we're sure you'll be seeing him on more. So if you hate him, that sucks. That sounds like a you problem.
I hope not. I want to be around.
Yeah.
He'll be around. He'll be around.
This is the show for us.
Yeah, if you guys don't like it, then yeah, that sucks.
Wow.
Go watch a different show. I don't know. Or keep watching.
Yeah.
And just mute when he talks.
Yeah, like we got a Spectrum Brewery.
Yep. Vancouver Brewery. You can find them at 1575 Vernon Drive, Vancouver, BC. It's 1575 Vernon Drive, Vancouver, BC. You can check them out. Vernon. Yeah.
It's where I'm from, but not in Vancouver.
No, it's just the street name.
Yeah, street.
Yeah, it was crazy. I was talking about this beer. I'm like, oh, Vernon. And
my ears perked up.
Vernon. I'm like, oh, no, Vernon.
Wow.
But yeah, Trey's got a write-up for this beer, so...
Yeah, so obviously we did a little bit of research going into this. So it is the Spectrum Pumpkin Spice Latte, as we were already mentioning. Another fall pumpkin-themed drink here. It seems to be kind of routine on the show lately. I'm loving it.
Yeah, the third beer.
Yeah, so basically what we're getting into is crisp golden beer filled with baking spice flavors and a coffee finish is what we're getting from this today. So I'm excited.
Are you guys pumpkin spice guys? I mean, Damon, you
all the time. Once October hits, man, you know me. I'm going to Starbucks getting a pumpkin spice frap.
No.
And same with like Dairy Queen, man. That pumpkin pie blizzard hits different.
Used to be better though, I find. But no, the pumpkin cream cold brews for me is.
I haven't tried those yet.
Oh, dude, you gotta get on it. Cold brews every morning, man.
I'll have to try it out.
Probably not good for the diet, but.
Well, like I do like the pumpkin spice lattes as well.
So those are really good. Very good.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just like a big frap guy, you know, like the cold stuff.
Yeah,
always have been.
Cold drinks.
Yeah, so
should we?
Let's get started here.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Oh man. Alright, let's take a look at this. I'm excited. Coffee.
A little lighter.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised with beer with a coffee finish. I'm quite surprised actually.
How light it is. Because like the other 2 beers were really dark.
Yeah.
So if you haven't watched the previous episodes, we did a Fernie, the Ghost Rider, the pumpkin brown ale.
Yeah.
Brown ale. And then we did the Steamworks pumpkin ale, which was really good.
That's the second and third place beer at the moment actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot darker. And for a beer that's talking about a light coffee finish, I'm still expecting like it to be even darker.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be like a really brown ale, but I guess it just
kind of gives me like a shock top color. You know the beer shock top?
Yeah,
it looks almost identical to that, kind of like that orange beer look.
Yeah, I'm really interested actually in what this is gonna be like.
Smells pretty good. I can smell the coffee and pumpkin.
Oh yeah, that's all right. Well, you know what? Cheers.
Cheers, fellas. Thanks for having me. Wow.
It tastes like they're selling us the right product, I think.
So I'm gonna say this straight out of the get-go. Really big nutmeg and pumpkin right from the get-go.
Yeah, that's a serious, that's a lot more nutmeg than most, I think, pumpkin spice tends to put in.
Like it kind of also feels like there's a bit of almost like an undertone of something, but I can't put it.
Well, pumpkin spice is nutmeg, cinnamon, I want to say, and I think there's.
Well, and then you got
and cloves, and there's one other spice.
You gotta factor in just like the coffee as well.
Yeah, it's.
I get a little bit of that, a little bit of a hint, but I gotta say, this beer isn't for a Sunday roast.
No, it's not. It's way too light.
It's way too light for a Sunday roast.
It's in the middle of a beer. It's in the middle of a beer.
No, it's enjoyable.
We didn't even talk about percentage, did we?
5%.
5%.
It's not whopping.
No, not whopping.
It's not whopping.
Very smooth. You know what, to me, I'm gonna say this. For any other Okanagan, Vernon folks out there, if you've ever been into Davison Orchards, how it smells when you walk in is how this beer tastes. You would have to experience to know what I'm saying, but yeah, it's really good.
I actually like this beer though.
It's good. It's good. I mean, we're getting like pumpkin spice latte in an ale form. This is
This is good. This is one of the better pumpkin drinks I think I've had in an ale form.
Yeah.
Like, that's pretty good.
It is good.
It's really
it's
good.
enjoyable. It's just smooth. It's light. You don't feel just really like when we drank a lot of strong beers. You probably have as well. Especially with like the stronger beers, like you get so like bloated and just like,
Yeah.
But this is like
It's light.
it's good. You can actually have a 6-pack of this, man.
Kind of like the Steamworks. Steamworks was a
Yeah.
bit stronger, right?
Yeah, like the Steamworks Pumpkin Ale is 6.5, but yeah, it was stronger and you can really tell. Like I couldn't really just slam it down. But these, man, like they're good. I like this one.
Yeah, this is.
I enjoy it. Like, this is like pretty good.
Yeah.
This is yeah.
I'm probably gonna have a second one. I'm glad this wasn't the
Yeah, we
first.
do have a. Normally on the show when we're buying beers, you know, lots of these beers.
They're
are
tall
sit-
cans.
They're tall cans and they're individually sold, which is great because normally it's just two of us. Sometimes we have a guest or two, but these beers just came. So they're smaller cans and they only came in 6-pack form, which was perfect. Because now we can all have another one.
It would have been crazy to have during turkey dinner.
I think so.
Honestly, yeah. I got leftovers.
I would have preferred. I don't know. I would prefer the Steamworks one for turkey dinner a bit more.
Just like to kind of go with the heavier feel
Yeah,
of turkey.
like,
Yeah,
it would just hit different. What with this, man? Like if you're just like
They're very for like the exact same kind of direction. I get is like latte has the coffee vibe to it, but like they're similar direction, but they are very different. Like they're completely on the opposite ends of the spectrum. Like, I know you haven't had the pumpkin. Did you have the pumpkin Steamworks before?
Yeah, I had it this
Yeah.
weekend.
Okay, you did have that one. Yeah, I couldn't remember if you
Well,
talked
like
about
what? I don't know if you probably remember, but like I scored. What did I score? I scored a 95 out of 100. It was good. Okay, it was good.
Wow.
Because like I like pumpkin spice, right? And it really just hit me, and I'm like, wow, this is good. Like it tastes like pumpkin. And then you scored 87, which came to 91. What would you have given it?
The Steamworks?
Yeah.
You know, I'm a really big Steamworks guy. I love their work, but I think I would have given it an 87.
Yeah, it's
87?
87. Because, like, I do like, the pumpkin,
Mm-hmm.
but I just felt in some ways it was a little too strong in some senses.
Yeah.
Just, I feel like it kind of depends on, like, what you're going with and kind of like what you're
It's
having.
just kind of like the vibes,
Yeah, it's
But-
good.
Like I liked it, but I feel like I guess if you didn't like the more stronger, I think you would have probably preferred the Fernie over the Steamworks.
Yeah, and that's one I haven't had yet, right? So
It's like with the Fernie. In case like you're wondering what I'm looking at on the camera.
Oh, yeah.
We have our cans just over there. We're just pointing over there.
Rank
Yeah,
system.
But, but the Fernie, it was a lot of a light. Like it was more of a hint of pumpkin spice. It was more of like if you were drinking a Sleeman Honey Brown and it had pumpkin spice, but just a little bit. That's what that beer tastes like.
To backtrack, kind of like the undertones I was getting, it's kind of like almost a chai latte feeling underneath.
I kind of get what you mean.
Like that vanilla kind of, like that obviously it's a latte, but there's a bit of that undertone. That's kind of.
I wonder if there's like.
Oh wait, I taste that now. Now that you said that.
Yeah.
Like if you
I
could
get
get
it.
a little bit of chai.
No,
Feel it.
Like, okay, it's almost at the exact moment when you drink it, and then your tongue is kind of, processing the taste.
It's kind of that.
And
cream.
it's like there's like a wave, and you feel the cream.
The cream.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you feel it. It's like the
okay.
wave.
Yeah,
like
I
you
agree.
feel it. Like just the taste. Like if you take it, slam it down, it'll be like a wave of like.
No, I get what you mean.
Right?
Yeah,
It's definitely not latte.
I think that's them getting out. Yeah, exactly. Adding
Yeah,
that latte. I really noticed it now. I was kind of
This is
saying,
okay.
you fully nailed it.
This is
That's
definitely a beer. Like it's more of a lighter beer. Well, 5%. Like, dude, I would take this to a Halloween party, man. 6-pack.
Really?
It fit the vibes,
Walk into a Halloween party. Oh, what are you drinking?
Pumpkin spice latte.
Extra pumpkin spice latte.
Yeah, dude.
Everyone's like, what?
It's just like it's a vibe, man. You know what I mean?
I like it. Like this is a good fall drink.
It is.
It's
yeah.
solid. It is a good
And I
beer.
party with this beer. Like, this is like the party. This would be a party.
I better see
Fall
you pulling
beer.
up to the function on Halloween
Yeah,
with
just like
some Spectrum
With
in
the
your hand.
6 of these.
Yeah,
right?
they're good. I like it, man.
There's just so many like pumpkin drinks that are like coming out now. Like I feel like within the last couple of years, and just because like the scene of what's coming out,
Yeah.
of more breweries, you know, getting popular, I'm finding now like the festive drinks are getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
Which is great because in lots of places, you know, especially around Christmas, that's a big thing in a lot of countries and areas. And here it's finally like it's the brewery scene is a big deal, craft beer scene is a big
Yeah,
deal,
it's
local beers,
blowing up. It's
and they're
nuts. Like-
bringing that with them.
Like-
you know, Christmas is gonna be like
I feel like
pumping with beers.
I feel like over the last couple of years, craft beer like just has gotten a lot of popularity.
Huge.
Cause like when I was younger, I never saw any craft out there, man. Like everyone was just drinking, you know, Budweiser, Bud Light,
Breweries even.
Tokenie,
Yeah.
just all that shit.
I
right?
was in
But-
Kamloops this weekend, and you know, just the fact like I walked into this liquor store and right on a stand was literally a shelf just dedicated to pumpkin beers, and in the corner, not to get anybody excited yet, but they already had some Christmas sneak peeks coming out. But
Yeah.
like what you're going back with is it's getting big.
Yeah.
No, it's blowing up.
But yeah, I'm excited for the Christmas stuff, man.
Alright.
There better be a fucking like candy cane.
I already saw the peppermint one on the shelf.
Like, something like that.
Peppermint can and everything. I kind of looked at it, I'm like, nah, it's gotta wait. It has to wait.
Yeah, you gotta save it. But that is
But I really love craft, man. Craft beers.
I'm
They're
glad
just-
that you guys are on the scene now.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
really
great.
glad you guys are on the
it's
scene.
oh yeah,
Because,
we've
like-
jumped in hard.
cause like man, like I always bring up this story when I started working at a liquor store, right? You like whoever watched first episode, you probably know. But you know, I was stocking stuff and I just saw all these different kinds of beers and I was like, these look cool, like all this craft shit. Like I'm like, what if like we like start a YouTube channel and just like review them all, just drink them. And yeah, now we're here, man. 8th episode.
Honestly, like,
From that
there's-
thing.
how do you not walk into like, you know, a liquor store nowadays and see like such a big selection? Like, there's so much content.
Yeah.
Like, you guys are gonna have- you guys
That's
have-
what I said.
Are you
Like,
kidding? Yeah.
dude, we went to a liquor store out in Chilliwack.
Yeah.
There's a whole 3 rows dedicated to craft, and I'm like looking at everything. Like, oh my
Yeah,
god!
we
We
went
can
in there,
stay
it's
here
like-
for an hour,
it's
just
Brew
like
Buddies
let's do
heaven.
this, let's do that.
It was
let's
like
do
that day, like, you know, I was Snapchatting Griffin one day. I walked in there and I'm like, just Snapchatting all this stuff because huge fan of Brew Buddies, obviously, who wouldn't be? But I'm like, here's some future stuff. Check this place out. And we were discussing it today. Actually, you're like, yeah, we're at this place. I'm like, yeah, that's where I was Snapchatting.
Yeah, I was like, where are all these beers coming from? You sent me
Yeah,
photos,
nuts.
and then going there, all I saw was the future
Right
of
in the
Brew
back
Buddies.
fridge.
Yeah.
That-
Rose.
it's amazing. It was a beautiful place, beautiful experience. Like, it's Brew Buddies heaven. Like our show will do, like as long as we're dedicated, our show will do good because that store
And as
exists.
long as the craft, you know, the
Scene.
the scene just keeps growing, and I've seen it. It's growing. Like
yeah.
it's
Oh, it
popular.
doesn't stop.
Like
What, even the last year here, like, I moved here, what, a year ago? Hope didn't even have a brewery. Now it's like the biggest thing in town.
it is,
Yeah.
man.
In the
It's
valley,
it's
it's a huge brewery.
it's a huge-
That's
it's a
like-
huge
It has
attraction.
like pretty close to 5-star ratings and it's only been around for about a year. So,
Like it's a like they got great beers and
good food.
yeah, it's
they
just
do
gonna
events.
keep growing. Like they're gonna get more stuff.
Yeah.
Like there'll be a time where like they'll have another like location or something, like more of like a pub, of course.
Yeah.
Something.
So shout out Mountain View Brewing.
Yeah, shout out
shout out Mountain View. Great place.
We love you guys.
Love that place. Cheers again, boys. Can we
Yeah,
do a cheers
cheers.
again?
Not gonna lie, every time I take a sip, I love the smell. of
It
the beer.
doesn't.
Oh,
It doesn't get old.
Nope. Catching the smell, it smells exactly like fall. Like when my mom makes this awesome pumpkin loaf. She got all the spices, all the the pumpkin. You got nutmeg and some cinnamon. You got everything in there. Smelling this, that's like all I think.
It's kind of like when you wake up on a crisp fall morning and you're like, this is Spectrum Pumpkin Spice Latte.
It smell.
Yeah,
it smell.
really.
It. The smell makes me feel warm. You know,
Yeah.
like it gives you that feeling like it's chilly out. All these spices, all you think
Yeah,
about
like-
is just warm.
And Spectrum, like they got some cool stuff, man.
What were we looking at
Look
earlier?
back.
There was a lot
Pink
of
lemonades, like they got the sours.
They
those
got,
guys.
they got a lot of stuff, and I'm looking forward to.
They will be
trying
back.
stuff out.
Spectrum, you're gonna be back.
You're gonna be back, and we don't want to reveal it yet, but we got one of your beers lined up.
For
Big
very
things.
soon. Big things. Yep, it'll be well, this is actually our last episode before before our Halloween episode. Our next episode technically comes out on the 29th before Halloween. But
That close.
but that will be our Halloween special episode. So for you guys at home, next week's episode,
It's-
I'm guessing you're not gonna be out having your Halloween parties on the Sunday when Halloween actually is. So
It's gonna be a long episode. That's all.
Is Halloween really in a week and a half? That
Yeah,
quick?
Sunday.
yeah.
Not this Sunday.
No,
we
next
got-
Sunday.
Hey, bigger things.
Bigger things on next
Bigger
this
things
Sunday.
this Sunday coming
So
up.
I got my own, my hockey team a couple episodes ago. The
the
Ducks.
Ducks. You're welcome.
But yeah, so we're 3-0 right now. It's going good, and yeah, buddy Trey here, he didn't want to hop on our team, but loyal to his boys. I respect that. Shout out one of our listeners. Trey actually told me.
Nathan Spence.
Yep.
Shout
Love
out
that
him.
guy.
Hope the
Great
truck's
guy.
okay.
Nordiques.
Yeah.
Yeah, we actually we play this Sunday at 8:30.
Yeah. So for all the locals out in Hope, come watch the game. If you're watching, it's gonna be a good one.
Friends off the ice, foes on the ice, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So should be good.
8:30 Sunday, Hope Rink.
Hope
That's where they'll
Rink.
be playing.
Pull up.
Ducks versus Nordiques.
Yeah. It's gonna be
Hockey
game
night
for
in
the
the Hope.
ages.
Hockey night. It's actually probably
Fill
the
the bar.
biggest rivalry of the season. But back into the beer.
Back to the beer.
Yeah.
Would you drink this in a locker room?
No, I don't know. It's not, the vibes aren't there. The vibes aren't
I think this is too. It's too good to be in the locker.
But you would go
Like-
to a Halloween party and be like, hey, look, I got Spectrum.
pumpkin, man. Like it, Halloween party. It just fits.
I
it
think
just
I
fits
would.
The vibes.
I personally would drink some of these to pregame the party.
Yeah.
I would.
Get into the vibe.
I'd be chilling at home with some buddies. It'd be like maybe let's say like around 5 or so.
Yeah.
Be eating some early dinner. I'll be sipping on some of these. Drink some more after. You're watching a horror film. You're watching Halloween or Friday 13th. Something good. You finish. You polish off a pack as you're finishing your last one as you're getting into your costume. Put her down. You buddies get ready. You head over to the party, and then you start drinking your harder stuff or whatever. Like I don't think I would take this with me just because it's only a 5% beer, and I kind of maybe want something a bit heavier for going to the party.
What would you start with?
But
Would you start off with a Steamworks or would you start off with this one to go right off the
early dinner, I'd be sipping
sure.
Steamworks.
Wait, hold up.
That's
I would
the
think-
dinner
I
beer.
think
That's the dinner
I
beer.
actually I got an honest question for
Yep.
both of you. Okay, so I've never really seen people bring craft beers to parties, but starting with you,
Yeah.
what would be your go-to craft beer to bring to a party?
To a
The
party?
specific beer or the company?
Specific beer.
Can I say what I want to say? Obviously. I mean,
Yeah.
like, I'm a huge, Phillips. Kind of makes sense. Phillips Dino Sour, huge for me. Love it. Great beer, great sour. Either that one or I'm kind of blanking out here, but I used to drink one all the time. I forget the company, don't mind me. I'll try and find it for a later date, show you guys, but I actually used to bring it out quite a bit. And Yellow Dog. It was a Yellow Dog.
Yellow
Also
Dog.
a very credible brand.
Yellow Dog.
Yellow Dog is very credible. A lot of
Okay.
people know Yellow Dog. Yeah, used to drink those sometimes. Accidentally went to a party and had to play pong with it. Let's just say it didn't go so well. Pretty strong beer, so.
All right. So how about you?
Okay, so I'm trying to think.
Yeah, you're
No,
looking back.
it won't be on this list. It won't be on this list. Well, actually, there are two. I'd say the Mountain View Brewing Main Squeeze.
Okay.
I would take a pack of that. I love that beer.
Okay.
I would take a pack of that to a party with me. Goes down like cider. It's delicious.
You know what? I'm gonna change my answer. I have to go the color pomegranates from Mountain View Brewing.
Oh, okay.
Pomegranates.
We haven't tried that on the show.
Very seasonal.
Yeah. So I would be between Main Squeeze or, what was the Dead Frog? Was it the raspberry? Was it a raspberry sour?
The raspberry lemonade?
No.
No.
It was either Mighty Mango or Peach Lemonade.
Peach lemonade.
Peach lemonade from the juice box, right?
Yeah.
The juice box, Dead Frog juice box pack, peach lemonade. I would bring that with me as well. I'd actually bring that whole pack.
Deadly.
Yeah.
I'd bring that pack to a party because the Warhead, while it's still the lowest rate beer for us, After I'm through the rest of that pack at a party, it's I'm already 6 beers deep by then.
Yeah.
I'm gonna like that beer a lot more.
They got a story behind those ones, you know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Canada Day, 2020. My buddy at work, I don't know if you'll ever watch this, Brandon Melbourne, Source for Sports in Vernon. He recommended the Juice Box pack. Canada Day, obviously you got through the peach, lemonades, everything else in that pack, and then you got to the Moorheads. By that point, you're already like 5 to 7 in, so it's kind of it's the home run. It's the home run.
It is.
I don't know. Mine's kind of tough because like my favorite craft beer is First Blood Orange, but I don't think I would bring it to a party. It's a little too heavy. It's too good to be going out and shit. Like
Chalice beer. A little bit more than that.
Yeah, like
It's still good.
But I would have to say, I've had a few pints of this at Earl's, and
Which one?
it's a good beer. I think I would bring it to parties because like it is I can down them like all the time. Like it's kind of growing on me. I did give it a little bit of a lower score. I think I'd give it higher, but it is the Parallel 49 Trash Panda.
That's
Trash
it.
Panda.
Classic.
Yeah, Trash Panda.
Well, the Trash Panda was on the top 3 list.
It was.
See, we're talking about lower scores these days, but it's because our last ones we've ranked high. But honestly, I just don't really compare them anymore.
No.
I'm just ranking them in the moment.
Yeah, that's
I used to be
yeah.
like at the beginning, I was so nitpicky with my comparisons.
Absolutely.
Now it's like if a beer that I might talk about being in the sense that it sounds like I like it more than another beer, but I rank it lower than the previous beer.
Yeah.
It's just how I'm feeling about ranking in the day.
Yeah.
Like we really don't. We talked about this before. There's no layout or plan or schedule
Honestly,
or thoughts about how we rank the beers. It's just how we feel in the moment on a scale to 100.
Like we don't have any. We don't try these beers before the show. Like, these are like first reactions.
No, it was only
everything
Mountain
and
View was the
yeah,
only
yeah.
ones, but that's our local brewery,
Yeah.
so we can only
You
use
gotta
so much.
support.
But
Yeah, so that's what we
yeah, right now it's my first time trying this. It's a good beer. Like I kind of want to have another one before I do give the final ranking.
Do you want me to get the other ones?
Yeah, let's get them. Let's
Okay.
get them going. Man, I don't know. I've been thinking. I really wanted to start a podcast lately. And I don't know how. I need a Kickstarter. I need help. Who's gonna help me?
Hey, Damon, what's going on,
Hey, man.
Oh.
How's it going? I haven't
Dude,
seen you in a
I
while.
know, right? Dude, okay, so I was just at home looking up just some things, playing around, and I came across the coolest thing ever. You're never gonna believe it.
What is this?
Okay, it's this site, right?
Okay.
And check this. It's called Buzzsprout.
Buzzsprout.
I know.
What is that?
I know, you don't really know, do you? Well, let me tell you. Buzzsprout is a podcast distribution and support site. So, if you sign up, you can not only make a podcast, you can also launch it, you can rework it, you can distribute it between all major podcast platforms. You got Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. I'm talking everything. They take care of it all. Isn't that crazy? Have you ever wanted to start a podcast?
Dude, I was literally just talking about how I wanted to start a podcast. This is bringing light to me.
It's insane. It is the coolest thing ever. I mean, podcasting is easy, inexpensive, it's fun. You're able to get your voice heard. People can listen to what you have to say and really take it into consideration. And Buzzsprout lets you do that. It helps you the whole way. It gets your
Really?
RSS feed out there for everybody. It is wicked. And it's hands down the easiest and best way to launch, distribute, and track all your activity through podcasting.
Really? Well, is there any extra benefits?
I'm happy you asked about that, because there is. Now, for anybody listening to us here at Brew Buddies, if you take a look at this code right here, you punch that in, you follow that link, you are going to get a $20 Amazon gift card for your subscription, your paid subscription to Buzzsprout. We recommend it to everybody. You got to do it. Buzzsprout has already gotten over 100,000 people podcasting and distributed around the globe, letting their voices be heard. Let your voice be heard by signing up and subscribing to Buzzsprout using our code down below that you can see. It'll be in the link, but it's right here in this video. Check it out. Follow the link. Get yourself a subscription. You can use it for free, and you get limited amount of time that you can air a podcast, like a certain amount of hours that the podcast length can be. But a paid subscription, it's not much, it's inexpensive, and you're gonna score yourself $20 Amazon gift card. It's awesome. and everybody's gonna do it. Podcasting is a thing of the future.
Hey. Okay, all I gotta say is we use Buzzsprout,
We love it.
and you should too.
We love it. Back to the video.
All right, we're back. We grabbed 3 more to go, so let's crack her open.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Oh man, that's so good. We hope all you audio podcast listeners, or just anybody with their earbuds in right now, are really loving that
Beer
audio.
ASMR?
Oh, listen to it.
Beer ASMR. I'd listen to that.
I don't know how well you could actually hear me pouring that beer in.
Beer ASMR.
Oh my god,
I mean, I do like this beer.
this is a solid beer. Honestly, Pumpkin Spice Latte, the fact they put latte in, when we first saw it, I was like, okay, is it actually going to have that vibe? Or are they just saying that because everybody has a pumpkin spice beer, and by putting the latte, it kind of adds an extra element. Knowing that they added it, then I was like, okay, this is kind of weird. You know, we did our research, we looked at it beforehand. I'm thinking, oh, this could be really weird. I don't like coffee. I'm not a latte guy. I thought it was going to be darker too. But then, the way they've done it, like it doesn't really have a coffee taste to it, but it is that creamy
Latte.
Yeah,
which is weird,
Latte.
especially for a
It's
beer
weird.
that looks this light. Creamy beers are always such dark.
You know what it
beers.
kind of also gives me?
It's weird, but
You
I love it.
early morning, you pull up to Starbucks, wherever you go. I prefer Starbucks, of course. You pull up, and it's that first sip of that warm pumpkin latte. That's the tones it gives me, but in a beer.
It's weird.
It is very weird, but
It's
it's
good.
very good.
Yeah.
It's good. I love
Do you know what I mean? Because you
Yeah,
like
I-
it hot
yeah, I-
sometimes.
I-
We're both cold.
Like, it's always just
you
like
know,
like you take first sip,
refreshing.
It's really good.
Well,
Cheers.
cheers. Yeah,
I don't know if I can get enough.
this is really good.
God,
I'm actually happy it came in a 6-pack, not tall cans, because we would have only bought 3.
Yeah, we would have been done.
Like, I'm already a big fan of the show, of course, obviously, who isn't watching this?
Yeah, it's-
So everybody,
But then
everybody
you
in the
bring me
regular
on,
fans.
and we're trying a really good beer. I'm hooked.
Yeah.
How could you not be? Go
It's-
try this.
Spectrum.
They outdid
Spectrum
themselves
beer
with
goes.
this one.
It's like Spectrum. Pumpkin Spice Latte. It'll put you on the spectrum.
It's
Maybe.
it's delicious. Yeah, if you're in the area, also 1575 Vernon Drive, Vancouver, BC. It is not called Spectrum.
No.
It's called Mod M-O-D.
Ink or something like
Mod
that.
Inc. I think it actually says on the bottom of this can. Made by Mod.
Made by Mod. Yep. What is
So Mod, what? Okay. We were kind of looking into this, but we didn't look too far into it because we kind of had to start the episode. But is it a beer collective type thing? Is
So
that
when
what-
you look up the brewery, it takes you to the mod, right? And that's what the address is. So I'm assuming it's probably like either the brewery itself or it's, you know, where they make it.
Yeah.
That's what kind of what I'm thinking. But
But
it
if it's
is
not called Spectrum, it's interesting.
because you type in Spectrum Beer Co. and it just takes you to Mod Inc. or something. Like
Yeah,
that.
so I don't know if it's like a beer collective group
That's cool.
or if it's just a different name. But if you're looking for it and you're going there, you're like, where's Spectrum? It is called Mod Inc. or something. So just kind of be aware of that if you're going
The
to
logo's
it.
kind of cool
Okay,
too.
if they
Logos.
if they can put pumpkin spice latte, then I can have my cotton candy.
You're
You
fighting for
want
it.
I want it.
He's been fighting for this for a while.
The pink cloud ale. A pink cloud.
He wants a cotton candy beer ale.
These cool.
See, I'm not the biggest cotton candy fan. Never have been since I was a
I think
kid.
it'd
But
be
I'd
sick.
try it. I'd try
Okay,
it.
like if Mountain Dew's hearing this, come on, like get us in there. We'll make a beer or something, you know?
Gosh. What a call to action.
I kind of have a question for you guys. I've kind of been wanting to ask you for a while.
Okay.
Are you into the more savory, like the pumpkin spice latte we have here? Or are you into the more like sour or sweet, like the fruity finishes?
You can answer first, Damon.
Oh man, that's
Tough question.
That's tough because I've been really loving like, you know, the IPAs obviously, like that really citrusy finish on
Or
it.
you like the citrus?
Like just like that. Like well, that's the thing. Like with the why I like Trash Panda so much.
Yeah.
It has a melon finish to it, and it tastes really good. And then that what was it? The Cosmic
Cosmic
Wave.
Wave double IPA.
Oh, that was
Straight up
phenomenal. Like it.
So you're into the citrus fruit.
Citrus, but
notes.
I do like the savory too. Like it's.
I find like with savory, it's really good, but like sporadically. Like you can't just always be like, hey, I'm going for, you know, the savory ones. Where like I feel like, or it is seasonal, depending on, like say if you have like, you know, in the summer and the spring they have different tones of what they're working with usually.
Yeah.
Most companies like this, you're not gonna drink a pumpkin spice latte in spring.
No, you won't even find it then.
That's
Probably
the thing.
not.
That's the thing.
It's very much like savory beers. I feel like are generally made for a moment.
They're
You
made.
need to be in that
They're
moment to
made for
enjoy them
vibes.
to the most.
They're
Exactly.
made for vibes. That's all I know. Like
I
how.
had eggnog one time.
I've actually heard of one of those.
I've never liked eggnog, but I think I would be
I
interested.
don't
in
like
having it.
eggnog. Eggnog ale.
But
I think that's what it was.
yeah, eggnog ale or something.
But to answer your question, I am a much more savory beer guy. I love dark beers. Say on the show, if it's dark, if it's like, it's gonna fill me up just drinking it. You know, I love that. Going out to the pub, but not like any local ones, but like getting a pint of Guinness, something strong. I'm sitting down. I've said it before. I love a beer that goes with my Sunday roast. I need that. And a thick savory beer is exactly what you want there, in my opinion. So I'm sitting down, I want something, very savory, and it's all about the moment, right? But I kind of like that. I like, you know, I'm drinking this in fall. I'm going out maybe to the park to have like a crisp kind of picnic, and I'm drinking this beer. Kind of maybe I'm going out, you know, to a pumpkin patch, and you kind of take a can with you, and you sit down, or you go out to like Man Farms has like their kind of, I don't know, dining area place or whatever, and you know that's the sort of place you're sitting down somewhere like that, and you get one of these.
It's more like if
One
you
of
want to
these.
get like caught up in like the moment of like the festivities of fall, then this is definitely a beer you can take with you.
Like if you're pumpkin carvings. If you're carving pumpkins, this.
Yeah.
I'll do this.
100%.
Like,
I'm gonna have to pick some of this up for when I carve my pumpkin.
yeah, like if you're.
Let me know. I'll come over.
Let's do it.
But yeah, no, that's.
What's your answer?
I'm
love
very.
your sour.
I guess you could say I'm kind of on the spectrum between the two.
Oh.
Okay.
So, for me, I love sours. Obviously, sours are a huge thing for me, but I go back. You know, like I like a lot of the beers with, you know, the pine notes in them. I really like pine.
You like
I
pine?
love
Really?
pine. Pine is so good. I had a berry pine one time, one of the best I've ever had. Don't remember, this was back in like 2017, but pine.
Okay,
I've never been a pine.
okay, there's.
I don't know if that's savory. Would that be savory?
No, I don't know.
I like this, but pine or sours is my.
But there was
Sweet.
one beer at
Talking about Mountain Dew?
yes, Mountain View. When it was my birthday. What I think I turned 20?
Yep.
20th birthday. We went there. We did the flights.
Sweethearts IPA.
Sweethearts IPA.
You like that one?
No, I didn't like it.
Oh,
I didn't like
But
it.
here's the thing.
It was piney.
Do
Right?
you like that one?
That's a
It-
piney one, right?
It's
it
strong.
has pine.
It tastes just
It
like.
tastes like it
just
has
tastes like a
pine.
tree.
It tastes like
I
a
don't know
tree.
what's in the Sweethearts. I've had it one
Who
time,
knows?
and that was probably back when it first opened, right? But I've always liked their sours more than their.
They have good sours. They do that
The other
right.
sours are pretty.
And I wonder if you trying that now that you like IPAs
Yeah, that's
a
what I
lot
mean.
more.
Like maybe it would change because I haven't had like a
Since then,
piney
probably.
IPA since then. Like when we're trying like the IPAs first on the show,
It's
I
tough.
I thought like it was gonna be like ooh.
I remember when IPs kind of first came on the scene, like even craft beer in general, so many people are like, oh, hipster drinks.
Yeah.
Right? And there's still a lot of people who are like, I like my beer, how my beer is, you know, like their Budweiser or whatever they're drinking.
Nothing wrong with that. Fair
Nothing
play.
wrong with that. We love that. I will still indulge. Love it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I do like a beer that has a lot more taste to it and something
Yeah.
that I can just be like, huh, this is cool. I like this.
Yeah.
Trying something new.
It
Yeah,
it
exactly.
like you know, I no hate against like the really generic beers, like you know, like Budweiser and all the domestic shit, but I really do. I just really like, you know, the craft stuff. It just gives it more character, and it's just not
A lot more character.
original. You know what I mean?
And you can see, for the most part, your craft beers can be sold, you know, all across the country. But really, the most of the stuff you're seeing is pretty local. At least
Yeah,
with the
local
province
stuff is
here
like-
and stuff like that. You can see who's making it. You can see how it's made. There's like a face behind it. You go on Instagram. You look at these breweries. If you're interested in any of the ones we've tried, we follow all of them on Instagram. So just look at our followers list. You can see them. You can check them out through there, or just search them on Instagram. They're really easy to find. But you can see what they're doing, and you know the impact they make. And, you know, these are a lot of jobs for Canadians. These are a lot of, you know, it's a big industry now.
Like,
and the smaller beer scene is a really big growing thing, and it's really cool to be able to support that and to be able to see the progress
like,
that they can make.
The thing with like the small, like I give a lot of props to the small, like craft, because they're really putting in the work to get their stuff out there. But with like the bigger companies, they're just like, you know, it's just pump it out. But they're literally like, you know, tasting it, getting down to like, you know.
Yeah.
In a way, I'd kind of compare the craft beer scene and how breweries are coming up almost in a way kind of like wineries. You know, there's a lot of work that goes into it. You know, I know a lot of people that, you know, own wineries work around there.
Yeah.
But at the same time, with how many breweries are popping up lately and the craft in itself, a lot of respect goes into that. And a lot of effort comes into, you know, sure, the bigger ones, they can pump them out quick because they've been doing it for so long, but a lot of the little guys now, like local guys, good for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's awesome. So if you are in a place where you have a brewery in the area, a local brewery or a brewery you love, go show them some support, show them some love, and go down there. You know, maybe get a beer from the liquor store nearby, like down the block, and you see, and it's from a craft beer from a local brewery, but you've never actually been to the brewery. Well, make the trip, go to that brewery, or buy an extra case of their beer. You know, support these local Canadian, British Columbian, whatever breweries, or wherever you are. Support. Yeah. So support your local breweries, your local pubs, because you know, it's been a difficult time with COVID and everything around the world.
Yeah, that's true.
And they need your support, but you know, show them that what they do matters, just in case they don't know.
And then, sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Well, like coming from us, we really do appreciate all the crafts. You know, like I feel like craft beer has given me, oddly, a lot of respect from some people, because like I wasn't. A lot of the people I know are like, you know, they're beer drinkers. Especially my cousin Jerome, who was on the show before. I would just drink Coronas and stuff, and he just roast me or whatever. But now, like, I drink all this anything, any beer that kind of got me some respect. You know.
I feel like it gives you a new palate. You know, you can branch out. Yes, you know me. I like Coronas myself. Me and Damon and Griffin will share Coronas all the time. But you know, this is also something that I've enjoyed for the past 2 or 3 years. And it's hard to, you know, not many of my friends are like, yeah, let's go get some craft stuff. Let's do this. You know, and now that you guys are doing this, I'm like, yes, this is cool. I love, and you know, I love what you guys are doing, and I love being here, and I love craft beer, so it's awesome. And the thing is too, with a lot of craft beers, if you don't like one, you can try another, because there's always so many flavors. It's not just like a regular beer, you know, domestic beer. You can be like, those are pretty much the same thing. Where
they're all the same.
They're pretty much all the same. No disrespect.
No disrespect.
Everyone has their own preference. But when it comes to craft beer, if you don't like this one, there's so many options to choose from many different companies. You can be like, okay, I don't like a sour, you can try, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, you know, the thing about craft, like they're doing shit like this, Pumpkin Spice Latte.
And we love it.
You know?
We love it.
You know, they're doing like
It's awesome.
Phillips Brewing, they got the blackberry sour.
Oh, the blackberry dinosaur. They just came out with a stone fruit sour. Tried it this weekend. Shout out. Hopefully one day we'll get on the show.
Yeah, but like it's just craft. You can do anything.
Anything.
Like any flavor.
That's the thing. I think craft beer is kind of in a way experimental.
Yeah, it is.
Because you can do what you want. Someone's gonna love it. Someone's gonna dislike it. Doesn't matter.
Honestly, you test a small batch at your brewery, see how those people react, then you can make it a bit bigger. Mountain View does that. I know they'll do a small batch. They got, hey, shout out to Mountain View Brewing. They just released or are releasing a brand new small batch. I think they posted about it today or yesterday of us filming this, so it should be out by the time this episode releases on Friday. The Hat Latch Smash. It's
Hat Latch.
Wow.
Wet Something.
Wet, cold, wet.
Yeah.
IPA.
I don't know.
Sounds good.
Wet hopped.
I'll be there.
So something with the words wet hopped and
Yeah,
cold.
something I don't
An
know.
IPA. It's an IPA. It's
You
like
trying to go?
Hmm?
You trying to go?
I want to try it out.
Yeah.
Because
Sounds good.
because the thing is like I don't know, like I'm from Boston Bar, the Hatlash. You know what I mean?
That's yeah.
Maybe
Hatlash is a
that's what-
location.
I don't know if that
Hatlash
was
is a
what-
place.
is
Or
that-
any kind of roots.
That's what they were referring to, right?
Yeah,
The
Hatlash.
Boston
Yeah,
Bar,
of
okay.
course.
Yeah, like I'm.
Those who
I'm
aren't
really
who
cool.
aren't familiar with local geography, and Hatlash is a region.
That's kind of what I like
place.
about Mountain View. They branch out of like areas, and they're just kind of like.
Like,
it's
you
really
know,
cool.
they're-
Look at the name.
You know, they're trying to bring in stuff like, for example, like I went on like a whole like deep conversation about like First Blood Orange and stuff. But yeah, that's cool. Like the history of Hope, like Hope's been holding on to like
Really holding on.
really holding on.
It was just the 39th anniversary.
Yeah, 39th anniversary to the First Blood that was filmed in Hope and
Yeah, Rambo.
Can't believe when I came here for the first time, I didn't know Rambo was filmed here.
Yeah.
Really?
Tough. Good movie. Great movies.
Good movie.
Town looks pretty similar.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Change. We got.
I don't know. I just feel like
We
the
got a
town
box.
just like
Well, it's
let's start loving the antlers. You know.
Yeah, new horror movie that was supposed to come out like 2 years ago, but
Yeah.
COVID just postponed it.
Yeah.
Can't wait for that. Love horror films.
Another thing we're pointing back with Mountain View Brewing, and we're talking about them a lot, obviously. Strangers on a Train, one of my favorite sours from there.
Mm.
At the same time, on the cover is a train going through the Othello tunnels.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So they do
Right.
really keep it local.
Yeah. I like
Which is
that.
really cool. You know, not all breweries do that, which is fine. Lots of really cool covers and names, but which is cool for everybody.
Yeah.
But relating, being able to, Mountain View is a nice mix. They've got some that are like main squeeze. It's just it's a cool name. They got great cover work. It's very simple, but it's colorful. And then they have a few that are like if you're from the area, you're gonna know. If not, doesn't matter. It looks good to you. But the locals, you see it, you're like, wow, that's awesome. I know what that is. I know what they're talking about. So the Hatlash Smash, new IPA, coming out. So if you're in the area, should check it out.
May or not. Maybe on the show.
Maybe. We could,
I would see. Very cool.
it'd be nice. But that's an example of a small batch brew. You try that out, and then if it
Yeah,
works, you can make it bigger.
hopefully it blows up and it gets its own art.
Like that, because the small batch you saw in the Dragon's Back
Yeah, that's the
stout
one.
was a small batch brew, and you saw it had and if you were to go back to episode 5, we had Jerry and Jerome on for our Mountain View episode. It was a small batch brew. It was in a great can, and that's what they do for the small batch. It's a great can. They just will write on what it is, what kind of beer it is, and what its name is. If it does well, it gets its own cover, its own can art.
off, right?
Yeah, except for their first main ones. But yeah,
I think not first one. Sweethearts also was.
it might have been.
I think so.
It might have been.
I'm not too sure.
But yeah, so they'll do that, and then and if it does well,
Wait, Gentle Giant was a small batch, wasn't it?
Yeah.
they I think almost all been small batch. I think there's very few afterwards that have just.
The only one I know, because shout out to Autumn, she works at the brewery, she knows a lot of stuff, is that the color of pomegranate is the one that is kind of more seasonal that won't come back probably till next spring or summer.
Yeah.
Unless they get lucky, I don't know. I don't
There's
have too much
actually a bunch
insight.
at my liquor store still have beer.
Really?
Yeah.
I have to come grab.
That's where you guys start looking. When it runs out of the brewery, you go to the liquor stores.
Yeah,
So,
But I'm pretty sure like the inside scoop of color pomegranates was the spring summer seasonal,
which is fair.
obviously, but
Yeah.
very popular that one.
Yeah. But back to Spectrum, Pumpkin Spice Latte Ale. Sweet
Spectrum.
2 cans of this bad boy. So,
Too good.
Trey, you are a guest. You will start with our ranking.
You want me to start with the
I
ranking?
love it if you did that.
I feel honored.
0 to 100.
0 to 100. It's seasonal, so that may or may not affect my ranking. No disrespect.
Mm.
I'm gonna give this a 90.
90.
89. No, I'll go 89.
89?
I'll drop
Okay.
it down. 89. I'll stay in the 80s.
Locked up.
Damon, would you like to go?
No, you go.
I'll go? Okay, I'm gonna give this beer. It's delicious. Really, please don't compare my ranking to any other beers. This is just, I feel like I'm always too high with my numbers now. And I want to go back to my old numbers that I used to stick with. But this is a great beer. Yeah, it's really seasonal. Like, it's probably more seasonal than the other two, I would say.
Yeah.
Ghost Rider had like very little spice, and that I didn't like. Steamworks,
It's strong.
I loved it. It was, which is why I loved it. It was strong. I'm not a big like you know, latte guy, but the creamy finish was amazing how they pulled that off.
Like I said, for me, like with my rating, I give it an 89 on seasonal.
Yeah, exactly. 79.
Wow.
This beer 79.
What? Really?
I loved it though. This is an amazing beer.
I feel like seasonal plays a lot in it.
It does.
It can do, yes. But no, it was great. I mean, and the spice really came through.
It does.
This is the moment. We all know where you stand with your rankings. I'm
If
excited.
they gave it even an 89, we can only imagine.
Do you base yours a lot on like taste and flavor? Or
Yeah, like
just,
you know, for me, like it factors like everything. The way it tastes, how smooth is it, and you know, how am I feeling? You know what I mean?
It is.
You know,
It's so
like
light though, it's weird.
like for me, because it was seasonal, that's what did it for me. I didn't want to give it like I'm going to boost this up because it's not something you're going to have year round. Love it.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah,
You do you, man. I love where you're going.
yeah, like it tastes really, really good. I do, yeah, the cream. It's a nice touch. It's really nice.
I'm glad we noticed that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I was trying to like there was something
Right?
about it,
Yeah.
and I was trying to find
Yeah.
like
And then I'm just kind of like, it's the latte cream.
That's it though.
Yeah.
That's 100% it.
But I don't know. It's just tough now. I'm gonna give it a. I'll give it a 91.
There you have it.
91.
91.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Not good, eh?
All right, Damon.
I like
So
it.
you're at 91. I'm at 79. Let's meet in the middle. You can go first.
90.
Okay.
89.
81.
88.
82.
87.
83.
86.
84.
85.
85.
Then
So
we
we
got
gave
the
it,
middle.
and now,
85 and 89 gotta be
yeah.
in the
So you
middle.
can go. So you go down from 89. You go up from 85.
88.
86.
87.
87. 87. This beer is sitting at an 87 overall.
overall.
That's a good beer.
You know, I'm happy
Considering
with
it's
that.
seasonal, that's a good beer.
That's a good ranking. I can respect that.
I respect that. Yeah.
That's
87.
yeah, Spectrum Beer Co. Pumpkin Spice Latte Ale. Amazing beer. Welcome to the show, Spectrum. You're gonna be
I
back.
think the reason why I think those ones ranked higher than this is because if we had to pick one of the seasonal beers, you know, because like it's fall.
Well, that's just it. I think
Turkey
if we're
dinners and all that
picking the
shit.
most, like the beer that I'm probably most likely to drink, if I'm talking about like that Thanksgiving feel, that Halloween feel, it's gonna be the Steamworks.
Yeah, that's.
But the Ghost Rider, while it is a seasonal beer, it does not have that taste. So maybe it was a bit higher than it should have been. But I really don't think about that.
No, I don't.
Really, that podium is just
Ranked.
it's just the 3 beers that are the highest, so we can remember what they
Right.
are. But it means really nothing to
But
what other things are.
Like,
ranked.
I could drink this over those two and
Exactly.
be totally content with it.
No,
Yeah.
exactly. Like for me, almost any beer that we've had on the show, I'll just go out and drink. Like if I were to have them, I would drink them no matter what. But it's just kind of like it's just in that moment how that we feel. We keep the top 3 so we can remember at least what is being compared to what. But it really doesn't matter like for us. So which makes it weird for the viewer at home. But for us, that's just kind of what we base it off of.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That's
overall this is it's a great
It's good.
great seasonal
It's great.
beer.
It's good.
It tastes good. It's light, and it's you don't feel too heavy drinking it. Like
No.
it's really enjoyable. You can chug it, whatever you want to do with it.
I
if
love
you're
pumpkins.
feeling that
Yeah.
vibe.
It really
No.
they nailed that latte aspect. So weird.
They did.
But
That's the weird thing was like when I first tasted it. At first, obviously, you're gonna watch. We were like, okay.
What
I
is
said,
that?
what's that undertone?
Yeah.
And then after, I was like, it's the latte.
right? Yeah, that's
It's
it.
like that chai latte, and then we just label it. It's
Yeah,
that
like it's
latte
like the
undertone.
like smooth the
The cream.
smoothness of it, like
Yeah,
the way
totally.
it feels, like it's silky,
It's the
creamy.
It's wild, but
But it's not. It doesn't look heavy, you know. You wouldn't
No.
expect that.
No, like it's
It's
so
just
smooth
weird.
and light.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I would
it's
drink
good.
that again and again.
Oh,
Good
yeah,
job,
it's good.
Spectrum.
You guys killed it.
It's
If
good.
you're
Made by
interested in checking them out, once more, 1575 Vernon Drive, Vancouver, BC.
And if you are following our Instagram at Brew Buddies,
Now, Brew Buddies.
Brew Buddies.
Now in red.
Yeah.
They use a different shop.
But if you're following us, we will tag their page and make sure to give them a follow.
Yeah, so you can check them out there if you'd like to see, any updates on anything that we have going on. If I'm going to be uploading late because I I just couldn't get it out on time, I will let you know. I post it there. I've done it every time. The day that we record, we generally are trying to post something on our story or somewhere to let you know. It was just Canadian Beer Day, National Canadian Beer Day.
Yep.
So we have a post about that. You should go check that out. I think it's important that people check out that post. It's the one that's very obviously for Canadian Beer Day because it has us, Damon and I, cut out with mountains and the Canadian flag in the background.
Maple syrup.
Yep. Yep. Holding our maple syrup and such. It would be great if you guys check that out because, we tag Canadian Beer Day, the page. That's kind of, promoting all this stuff. And there's a lot of information regarding what it means to support Canadian Beer Day, all the industry you're supporting, the people that are behind it. And it's really something cool to check out. And take a look at. I didn't talk about it last episode. I probably should have because it actually happened before last episode. So it was last week, but it's I didn't bring it up then, I forgot to. But you should definitely check out that post and check out Canadian Beer Day. Give them a follow if you're interested, because they talk a lot about what it means to support local Canadian businesses, especially in this time. It's just crazy. So with COVID and everything. So check them out. You can find that post on our Instagram at brew.buddies. We're on audio podcast. If you're listening to this on YouTube and you kind of like, I drive to work and I don't have YouTube Premium, so I can't listen to podcasts while I'm in the car or away from my home and Wi-Fi. And you can't turn off your phone and listen to YouTube still. Well, we are on really almost anywhere you get podcasts: Google Podcast, Apple, Spotify, Buzzsprout. You can find us on what's it called? There's a few others. You can find them if you check on Instagram on our link tree. We have a link to our Buzzsprout, which connects you to all of our podcasting platforms.
I recently downloaded the podcast app on Apple, of course, and because sometimes I just don't have the time to just sit there on YouTube, but great listen.
Yeah,
I know a lot of people have been listening. So
audio podcast is the way I go. I'm always doing too many things to worry about video aspects. Plus, for this show, I'm on it, so I don't need to watch. If I ever do listen to any more episodes while I'm off doing stuff, it's really good to check out. Obviously, we have a video element, so if you're listening to this in any audio format, go to YouTube, Brew Buddies, check us out. We record this, so you can see us.
So also like it, a follow.
Yeah.
Subscribe.
You gotta hit that bell.
For
Hit that bell
notifications.
for notifications.
Yeah.
Every episode.
Comment down below.
Yeah.
And also wanted to add the link tree. We actually have all of our rankings of each beer. So if you want to go check out the list and just like try out those beers and just let us know on the videos those were posted, like those beers.
Yep.
You just let us know what your ranking is, and then we'll, just give us your thoughts. Like if you've tried the Spectrum Pumpkin Spice Latte Ale, let us know how you thought about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We love feedback. Ask us questions. Like a couple episodes ago, we were asking for Q&A, but no one asked anything. Just we're open. We're all ears. Okay.
Yeah. We love feedback's important to us. We're trying to. We do the show and we don't really feedback isn't super necessary for everything we do because we continue to do it no matter what. We get that, but it means a lot to us knowing that people are watching. Just a like on our YouTube or a rating on our any podcast platform, stuff like that is important to us. It means a lot. If you're sending us messages, if you're like, this is beer you should try, you guys gotta try it. Great. Let us know about it. We love to try it if we can. Stuff like that. Yeah, if you're interested in getting in contact, our Instagram and our DMs is the easiest way to do it. But you can leave the comments and any other thing and message us wherever you really can. You can also find us on TikTok at brew.buddies as well, I believe.
It's new.
It's new and it has nothing on it. But
it's coming at you fast though, don't worry.
It's coming.
It's going to have
We
stuff.
got big ideas.
Things are going to happen. And so you got to check it out if you want to see that. It's just another platform that we'll be on. Another place where we'll be posting snippets of our episodes. So if you really couldn't catch the video, maybe you listen to us on podcast platform, but you follow us on TikTok, and we'll be posting snippets of our weekly episodes. So you can check out at least little bits, and maybe you're like, I'll check it out on YouTube, maybe you won't. It's okay, but if you want to see some of what we look like, what we're up to, the shenanigans we get up to and stuff, our TikTok is the place to be for that.
Yeah, and I think for our TikTok, I think we should post like all the beers we've done and like the rankings and stuff, which would be
We can
pretty
do that.
cool. But yeah, like give us a follow on everything and just let us know. Like feedback is great, it really motivates us and gets us hyped up, fired up for the next episode. And it just keeps things kind of rolling, It's just that fuel, that engine, just to, it's fueling up our engine just to get us going. And yeah, we just want to hear the feedback. Like if you guys love the show, just let us know. Like we'll answer.
I love the show.
Great. Thank you.
But I think that about wraps it up though.
Yep.
We got the Spectrum Pumpkin Spice Latte Ale at an 87 overall.
Amazing.
And yeah, Trey, thanks for coming out.
Yeah,
Thanks for
thank
having
you.
me, guys.
This is
Yeah.
great. This has been awesome.
It's been fun.
Yeah,
I've been excited to be on it for a while, so.
I'm happy we were able to do this.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, it was
Well,
fantastic.
Until next time.
Yeah. And well, I guess we'll close it out with like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. Make sure to follow us at Brew Buddies on Instagram, TikTok, whatever it is. So we'll see you next time, Brew Crew. Love y'all.